We are collapsing 24 data centers into two, and those two data centers are set up for infrastructure as a service. The contracts support that, and that is the model that we're going to use over time. We have our CIOs working through our CIO Council, working with me today, to develop the common operating environment, what it's going to look like for the future, and all of the build-to technology, the new applications that we're starting to develop, we're going to try to move those directly into that new environment. And now, of course, there's an issue with taking the legacy systems and moving them into that environment, which isn't something I'd like to bring up today, one of the difficulties.
I'm sure.
Because we have a lot of different types of technology,
Sure.
as you can imagine, that would be coming in. And a lot of those things will have to be re-engineered and re-platformed before
Right.
they enter into that environment. But we are set up to do that. On the network side, we have adopted a common MPLS architecture. We have a common provisioning system at this point, and we are working very diligently to make sure that all of our traffic is monitored by a common NOC/SOC capability.
Right.
So all of those things have occurred just within the last 2 years, so we are very serious about making this happen. And in terms of alignment with the Federal CIO Council and the vision for the future, I am participating on the Cloud Computing Work Group, and we are working through those issues that you just talked about, the technology, the
Sure.
security, and the business model of how you support this going. One aspect that we hadn't discussed so far, we had discussed some of the commercially available Web 2.0
Right.
capabilities, but we are also developing within federal agencies Web 2.0 technology. One that's happened within DHS, and it is featured on the White House website, is called Idea Factory. It was grown in TSA, and essentially it started out as a blog-type capability for employees to put forward ideas on improvement in operations and efficiencies within TSA. And then each of the individuals out in the community within TSA was allowed to build on those ideas, vote on those ideas, and the ones that became ubiquitous and supported and expanded were the ones that were considered by leadership for actual implementation. And we're really proud of the way that we've pulled that together, so much so that the Deputy Secretary is having a meeting this Friday to push that out across DHS as a whole.
Oh, that's